Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
welcome to Eagle Stadium on the campus of Cocalico High School in lovely Denver, Pennsylvania, where tonight the Governor Mifflin Mustangs face off against the Cocalico Eagles. I'm Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, BCTV Friday Night Football. How about that, man? What a beautiful night it's turned out to be.
Beautiful night. So, and we got some wires going across. They're not ours. So, if I get knocked down here, just pick me back up, Bruce. But the beauty of it is, it's a great night for high school football here in Pennsylvania. And don't have to start out with the sunglasses tonight. A little bit of a breeze and crosswind coming towards us here. You got the long sleeves on already. I'm going, old O-lineman stuff here. It's not sleeve weather yet, Bruce. But, excited for this. This series has been going on, for a while. Mifflin, and Cocalico. And, kind of looking at this, Mifflin's kind of, struggled a little bit here to kind of find their identity early on in the year, losing to Cedar Cliff early, and then, of course, losing last week big to the Wilson Bulldogs. And, we were kind of giving those updates as we went through our broadcast. And, on the flip side of it, you got the Cocalico Eagles coming in, at 2-0, crossover game where they actually beat Cedar Cliff, who Mifflin lost to week one, and also beat another Berks team in Conrad Weiser, another Section 1 team. So, really, looking at it, I'll talk about a lot of the individual players as we go through the game, but, I got to see Mifflin with their scrimmage early on with Berks Catholic and, with the run game that's always been so prevalent for them. They were getting, primarily Nick Singleton. Of course, everybody knows about him, and we'll talk about him some more. They were getting him, through the line, but then he was getting clipped off, in the second level, with scraping backers and everything. And so I think that's really going to be a big key to the game tonight here is what goes on up front. And, I know there's, a little bit about the size with Cocalico, but, they've got, 2 W's here from the first 2 weeks. Of course, they're led up front by Brock Gingrich, and we'll talk more about him. So, and again, being an old, O-line, D-line guy, but I really think it's going to come down to, who wins the battle at the line of scrimmage tonight and allows the playmakers on both sides to be able to take advantage of those situations.
Yeah, playmakers like Noah Palm, who's got 8 touchdowns, 7 of them rushing. Nick Singleton, who was really kind of the, sensation of the offseason, really here in Pennsylvania for Governor Mifflin. That's really what the big guys up front are going to have to do. Try and open up those holes for those guys to make things happen on the ground. We talked a little bit. Yeah, it's windy tonight. If that, could affect the passing game. I don't think we're really going to see the ball much in the air tonight on either side. But, this is a very important game for Governor Mifflin, as you pointed out. Coming in at 0-2, this is a team that when you start to connect the dots in 5A, everything right now, goes through Cocalico.
Right, really. And, that's kind of, there's 2 stories to this. It's of course, and again, these are teams that we're seeing tonight that are expecting to be in that hunt, at playoff time. The other piece of it is, Mifflin, all their games so far have been, non-league, as is tonight, the crossover game with Berks Section 1 and Lancaster Lebanon League. So again, they're going to start league play next week for Section 1. So, again, tonight's important, but not all hope is lost, especially with the Berks Section 1 title, with the Berks Section 1 play really just starting to crank up for them next week.
Yeah, talking to some of the Mifflin coaches before the game, there's no panic over there. They really want to win here tonight to gain some confidence, but there's no panic over there. It's kind of the same scenario, as last year. That's a good ball club over there, just as Cocalico, is going to contend with Manheim Central for the Lancaster Lebanon League, Section 2 crown. And then, both of these teams long-term, looking at 5A and District 3, how's the pecking order going to, stack up? And especially now with, the home team hosting the championship game, this could mean a lot of points for Cocalico. I mean, if they're wanting to host a championship game, this could mean a lot of points for them in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. We caught them, in playoff time last year, and on a I believe it was the neutral site field when they were over at Township. But, with the way things are structured now and having that ability to, you're a top dog going in, top ranked, you could host all the way through, the district championship. So that's that's huge. But no, same thing that you heard with Mifflin. I was down there pregame, down on the field, and the same things that they were doing when they're going through a pregame routine. Yeah, no, it was just business as usual. No panic, no sense of we got to do everything tonight. It was just the same thing. And again, both of these teams, well coached, well established programs, and they believe in the system and what they do. So again, I'm excited for tonight. We've had some great games already this year.
Yeah,
when we see the Exeter Berks Catholic game go right down to the wire. Of course, last week, YO going up to Pottsville, and we go to double overtime. And I'm expecting, hoping, and for our fans that are watching, hope that we have another one of those knock them down, drag them out. So it kind of goes right to the end of the game.
Yeah, I think we will really a lovely night here. And actually, when you talked a little bit about Cocalico, talking to Coach Gingrich, before the game, really had high praise, for their quarterback, Noah Palm, not only on offense but defense too, to the point of, that he's a coach on the field out there, making adjustments not only with the play call at the line of scrimmage, but then also with the defensive signals on the back end there too. Really hard to imagine another player of that caliber actually even in the district who carries that much weight,
right.
With a team.
No, absolutely, and when you look back and even with the Mannheim Touchdown Club, in the Tri-County All-Star Game and the banquet before that, and the accolades for Noah. And I know on the flip side, with Colby Reeser being a senior quarterback for Mifflin as well, we talked about that in our previews, both with Section 2 and Section 1, that the quarterback was a real area of question for a lot of teams in Berks, but they do have a veteran. Governor Mifflin does, with Colby Reeser back at quarterback for them again this year. So again, with that, and then Noah Palm for the Cocalico Eagles, we definitely expect to see some good leadership out of those guys, and for them to hit the ground running.
Well, we've got Jim Berkman with us once again, who's going to provide our stats. He'll be with me at halftime, and now we're ready for our national anthem.
Remain standing and remove your hats as we honor America and the servicemen and women who protect our freedoms with the flag of our national anthem.
Get reconfigured here. Looks like, I believe Cocalico is going to receive. Al Fresco with a capital L again. We love it. We also love these nice white numbers on the blue uniforms. They're easy to see. Oh, my God. Ad nauseum I talk about that. In amongst the fans, as usual.
Kicking off for Governor Mifflin will be number 8, Matthew Swanger.
Back deep for Cocalico. Looks like that's number 5, Ronald Zom.
Yeah, Zom number 5. I'm anticipating we'll talk about him a lot tonight, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, and as well, here with special teams, Bruce. But just how lucky are we to be able to do this? And 3 weeks, 3 different counties here in Pennsylvania, and talk about that more in a minute. But we're getting ready for kick.
All right, number 8 set to boot it away for Mifflin, Matthew Swagger. And that's number 6 with the ball. Cocalico breaking free up to midfield. That was Luke Angstadt. Nice return there, Kerry. Good field position for Cocalico to start the game.
Great job by Angstadt. And that's one of the things when you squib kick, you think you're getting that right past that first line into the second wave there. Your kick return or your kickoff coverage team gets down there, lays a stick early, and he kind of sneaked his way through. Got great field position and has him set up here at midfield going in.
All right, Mr. Everything, Noah Palm, under center. And gives it off on a dive play there, right up the gut. That's number 35, I believe. Boy, we're in a low position here. It's kind of difficult to pick those numbers out.
Yep, that's number 35, the fullback, Cody Shea on that. And, of course, the senior, the leader, number 10, quarterback Noah Palm, leading the Eagles up to the line of scrimmage.
All right, Palm calling signals once again. Dive, fakes to the line, and he's tackled quickly. Not much there for Palm on his first carrier.
No, and really they do rely on their quarterback, Noah Palm, very much for the ground gain. He's not just a passing quarterback. Coming in, with rushing, looking at 12.7 yard average, 317 yards on the ground coming in, and those 7 TDs as well.
All right, Palm once again. He's back to throw this time and in. Oh, and getting him down, number 54 there for Governor Mifflin. That was.
Yeah, it's number 64, I believe.
64, excuse me.
Jose Landrum.
Yeah.
From his linebacker position. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 205. Looks like Cocalico Eagles are going to elect to punt here. So great field position to start, but could not capitalize on it, Bruce.
That's Mr. Everything, Noah Palm, to kick. And back deep for Mifflin was Nick Singleton. Didn't get anywhere near him. And looks like Governor Mifflin will take over there at about the 27, 28-yard line with their first possession.
Yeah, no, nice job on the hang time there by Noah Palm with the punt, and just kind of died a couple rolls backwards there once it hit the ground, but no return by Mifflin. Sets them up here with 10:04 left in the this opening quarter here, the first quarter at Cocalico High School in Denver, PA.
All right, Colby Reeser, under center for Governor Mifflin. And he's handed it to Nick Singleton on a dive. The first play, maybe a yard.
So again, one of my storylines here, for Governor Mifflin is, saw these guys in their scrimmage that they had and that offensive line, and talked about it on a preview show before the season. Are they going to come together and gel? And they're getting some decent blocks up front initially. Can they get blocks on the second level? And spring Singleton.
All right, here's Reeser. Looks like he's a round end on the left side. Not a whole lot there again for Mifflin. That's going to bring up third down and about 6.
Some of the guys here on offense we'll be looking at for Governor Mifflin. number 11, the tight end, Cameron Stewart, also plays defense. It goes both ways, but he did some nice job sealing the edge in the scrimmage that I saw. Of course, the senior quarterback and leader, Colby Reeser, number 27, running back, Brandon Strausser as well, and, of course, number 10, the running back, Nick Singleton.
All right, Reeser in the shotgun this time. He's looking out wide, going for number 11, and over his head, intended for Cameron Stewart, split out there. So Mifflin will have to punt on their first possession.
Yeah, no, trying to, get him past the sticks to get that first down, and Cameron Stewart, quite an athlete, and he is 6'4", 230, so, kind of comes off the edge for him on defense, and on offense, he's a big target for him.
All right. Back in to return the punt, number 5 there for Cocalico again. That's Ronald Zom. Nice boot for Mifflin. And they down it at about the 35-yard line. So really no damage either way. Exchange of punts equal about the same there, Kerry. So we'll see what Cocalico can do on their second possession of the game.
No, and certainly not bad field position to start with, on the 35 going out. Cocalico on offense, of course, we talked about the senior quarterback, Noah Palmer, number 10 at quarterback. Cody Shea, number 35 is at fullback. Ronald Zom at tailback, he's number 5. Tight end, number 32, Sean Fester.
All right, here's Palm. Back to throw. And he can't find anybody. He scrambles up the middle. He's got some room for about 7. Looks like that was 64 again on the tackle for Mifflin. Jose Landrum.
Yeah, no, again, Noah Palm, in the first 2 games, 25 carries, 317 yards, 7 TDs, passing these 8 of 9 for 160 with 1 TD. Of course, playing quarterback, safety, and also punts.
All right, Palm calling signals inside there, and he up the gut for the first down.
Nice job up front by Cocalico's O-line there, and 2 real positive gains there.
All right. As we figured all along, I mean, this is going to be the Noah Palm show here for Cocalico. I mean, he's
2 wide receivers for Cocalico are number 22, Stephen Flinton, and number 16, Carton Nash.
Palm keeps it again, up the middle, and he's swarmed under by the front line of the Mifflin defense. Not a whole lot there, maybe a yard.
No, a lot of patience, though, by Noah Palm, just kind of trying to find the open spot. He did lose his helmet on that play, so we're going to see, the substitution here for, one play. Looks like number 16 coming in, Carson Nash. Quarterback also plays wide receiver, and he is a junior, so he'll take this snap for the Cocalico Eagles.
Interesting call here for Coach Gingrich.
Scoreboard saying second down and 7 to go.
And just right up the gut there, that was number 35 again for Cocalico, Cody Shea. And maybe 2. That's going to leave him about 3rd and 3, Kerry.
No, big play here for that offensive line. Talked about the rest of the offense for Cocalico. And left tackle, number 78, Ryan Brubaker. Of course, left guard, I'll talk about him some more, number 51, Brock Gingrich. And centers, Jared Stoffer, 54. Right guard, 73, Austin Sauter. And right tackle, 52, Ben Behringer.
And he hands it to Shea. Boy, I don't know if he got it. Going to be really close on that one.
No, for Mifflin there, the linebacker, number 27, Brandon Strausser, met him right at the hole, but he did keep his legs going and, continued to get some forward progress.
All right, big play here early in the first quarter. We've got 5:50 to go in the first quarter. No score between Cocalico and Governor Mifflin. Let's see what they do, Kerry.
Looks like a 4th and 1.
And that was easy to figure out. Palm right up the gut for the first down.
Yeah, no, and they are that offensive line, is getting the positive yards, and inside they're run behind, those guys, with the center Stauffer and the two guards there, Sauter, and of course the senior 6'3", 280 Brock Gingrich, who has gotten some Division I attention here over the summer. He's camped a few places, made some visits, especially a lot of FCS schools taking a look at Brock Gingrich this season.
Palm. Back to throw. Down the middle. Oh, incomplete there. He was open there. That was number 40, Trey Griffin. And Palm kind of wrong shouldered him.
Yeah, he kind of, doing a little spin out there and, down the seam. Definitely that could have connected there for the home run ball.
He's a big boy. I'll tell you, 6'3", 250. Holy cow.
Yep, tight end D-line guy, senior Trey Griffin.
All right, 2nd and 10 now at the 33. Palm back to throw again. Oh, down the seam. He had number 5, Ronald Zahm, and he missed him.
No, he definitely had him beat there, just let him a little bit too much. But really, when you look at this, again, Cocalico is a great running team, but they've had the Mifflin D-backs beat on those last 2 plays.
All right, going to be interesting call here. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you kind of aired it out on 1st and 2nd. Put yourself in a 3rd and 10 situation. See what Cocalico does with this.
Now Palm in the shotgun this time. In motion, that's number 22, Steve Filton. Palm under pressure. He's scrambling. That's what he's good at. But he stopped short of the first down.
They had one guy split out wide up top, and 2 receivers down here, twins. And, with those Mifflin DBs kind of getting, beat those last 2 plays, had to honor the formation there, kind of ran it off and found a running lane for Noah Palm. But looks like came up a little bit short. We're looking at 4th down and 4 yards to go. Of course, with the ball here down on the 27, they're going to go for it.
Absolutely. All right, here's Noah Palm under center. First big play of the game. Oh, busted play, and Mifflin's got him for a loss.
No,
wow.
Number 11, Cameron Stewart there coming off the edge, and he met Noah Palm in the backfield, and they lost 5 or 6 on that. So going to see the flipping of the sticks here, and we're going to see Governor Mifflin coming out on offense with 1st and 10, and ball's going to be right around 35-yard line going out.
Well, that was could be a huge momentum swing there, Kerry. Going to be very interested to see what, Governor Mifflin can do here.
Played a lot of this game so far in the middle of the field, and no real threats into the red zone by either team yet.
And that was Nick Singleton there on the dive.
Yeah, literally on the dive.
Leans forward for about 3 there.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those things, and of course Nick Singleton led Berks County in rushing as a freshman last year, and watching his huddle clips he put out, when he gets to the 2nd level and has some room to go, he puts distance between himself and those guys chasing. But kind of what I saw in the scrimmage and so far here tonight, he can get through the initial line, but they're not getting blocks at the 2nd level, and there he goes.
All the way out to the 45-yard line.
Big time play there by number 5, Ronald Zahm on defense for Cocalico. Got that hand on the jersey and did not let go and pulled him down. If he would have gone out of the grasp there, he'd have been off to the races. So that's a huge, huge, huge touchdown saving play there by number 5, Zahm. When you look at it, Zahm came in as the leader on tackles for Cocalico. Through 2 games, he had 18 tackles. Of course, Noah Palm, also playing safety, has 17 tackles. They lead the team in tackles coming into this game.
All right, there's Reeser around the left side, maybe for a couple.
And he ran into the 3rd leading tackler coming into the game there. Big number 51, Brock Gingrich, had 15 tackles coming in. And those 3 guys, all seniors, all leaders, all captains, along with number 32, Sean Fester. But Palm, Brock, Gingrich, and Ronald Zahm.
Reboot?
are factors on offense and defense for both of these teams.
All right. Having a little technical difficulty here. Up the gut there again. That was Reeser.
Yeah, Reeser kind of right there over his left guard, left tackle, getting some positive yards. So what do we have? We still have audio, but we lost the video.
Yeah, it looks like we lost the sling for some reason, and it's not wanting to reconnect back. All right, well, we're still going to have this game, recorded for everybody to watch. Sorry about the technical difficulty that we had. And Singleton dropped for no gain.
Yeah, big third down play there, and swarming defense of Cocalico gained 3-4 guys on him at the line of scrimmage and taking Nick Singleton down, and really had nowhere to go.
You reboot it? Maybe reboot it.
Big fourth down play.
Wow. Duct tape and baling wire sometimes. Thanks to our show producer. When you do things wirelessly sometimes, the best way to play is we moved on to the second quarter now. Still no score between Governor Mifflin and
well-spanned high-powered goals that help you reach your head goals on and off the field. So don't let orthopedic pain keep you on the sideline. Start your relationship with WellSpan today. Learn more about our team approach to care at wellspan.org/Cocalico.
Mifflin driving here. 3rd down and 3 from the 30-yard line. Singleton up the middle. There he goes! Oh! Brought down from behind by number 22, Stephen Flinton. But that's the Nick Singleton everybody expected to see this year, Kerry.
Yeah, Nick is still Nick, and again, it put a lot on the growing and the gelling of that offensive line. They lost a lot of offensive and defensive linemen from their team last year. Governor Mifflin did, and that time got him into the second level and able to for him to get north and south and get upfield and get some positive yards.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging with us, gang, with the technical issues. All right, Reeser now. Right up the middle, diving for the end zone, just short.
It's our first trip to the red zone tonight for either team. Again, scoreless at the end of the first quarter.
All right, Mifflin here trying to jump out in front. Boy, this is something that the doctor ordered from Mifflin if they could punch us in, Kerry.
Absolutely. Get a little confidence going with that offensive line. Be the first ones to get some points on the board.
Singleton, no. Reeser keeps it, and he stopped.
We saw some glimpses of that earlier on in that first quarter there with that Cocalico defense. And, again, they haven't really given up any big plays, kind of a decent run by Nick Singleton to get, Mifflin down into the red zone here. But, they're not just going to roll over. And, again, they've done a nice job of, keeping other teams, to a minimum, so far these first two games. And brings up a – well, 3rd down and 4 to go.
Yep, 3rd and goal from the 4 here for Mifflin, trying to get out in front of this game. Reeser now. Singleton, he's in there. Boy, bowled his way in that offensive line. Just pushed the Cocalico defense back to the end zone. Touchdown, Governor Mifflin.
Number 10, Nick Singleton, of course, led Berks County in rushing as a freshman last year. Now sophomore, he's 6 foot, 200 pounds. And, coming into the game, though, he's been kept in check, at 33 rushes for 122 yards, averaging 3.7 with 2 TDs.
Matt Swanger, good for the extra point.
But he has gotten Mifflin on the board first here tonight. And, of course, Nick Singleton, getting a lot of attention from D1 FBS schools, and we'll talk about that as we go through the broadcast.
Okay. We want to thank Supportive Concepts for Families Incorporated. They're a provider of high-quality services and supports for individuals and behavioral health, intellectual, and or development disabilities. We currently support hundreds of physically, intellectually, and or developmentally disabled individuals throughout Pennsylvania. We're located conveniently at 120 Prospect Street in Reading. All right, Mifflin now up 7-0, just what the doctor ordered, I said, Kerry.
Yep. When, talking about that drive, Bruce, that was, thanks to, Spotlight on Burks here, our friend Jim Berkman doing the stats for us, and we're talking about a 12-play drive, taking 6:05 off the clock with all runs. 12 plays, 65 yards, and, of course, getting on the scoreboard first.
Thanks to Jim Berkman, Spotlight on Burke Sports, for those stats. All right, ready to boot it off here. Back there's number 5 again, Ronald Zahm, and he's right up the middle. A nice return, brought down at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, nice job getting north and south there, getting yards, getting positive yards, and putting Cocalico in good field position to start.
All right, first down, Cocalico. Let's see what they can do. Governor Mifflin defense so far, they've given up a bit of yardage, but they've bent and they haven't broken. All right, here's Palm under center. And up the gut there, that's number 35. Just want to make sure it's number 35. No, that was actually Palm on the keeper. Boy, it's tough from our broadcast position sometimes. The numbers are good. It's just that I'm kind of having to look through traffic of the players. They've held Palm in check with the exception of a couple of scrambles, Kerry.
And most importantly, have kept Cocalico off the scoreboard to this point.
Palm back to throw. And it's knocked down. Beautiful play by the Mifflin defense there. Looked like that was number 27.
Yeah.
Brandon Strasser with the tip.
Strausser and 11 Cameron Stewart both over there. And they were, targeting again, tight end, big number 40, Trey Griffin on that.
All right, third down now, about 8 for Cocalico. Trying to get some momentum back. Palm back to throw. Looks like we got a flag. That's the first flag of the game. But didn't have any in the first quarter. Been a pretty clean game so far.
No, and they had twins down here below on the right side, and number 40 was split out wide up top, and he just started leaning a little bit before the snap. Saw that one coming, but definitely we saw too many flags week one. Not too bad last week, but got all the way to the second quarter before we had a flag. And again, both teams playing very hard, but playing very clean and just playing some good football.
All right, Palm, Shea behind him, and he's back to throw once again, and he's sacked. Governor Mifflin defense came to play. That was number 50. Who's not on the roster. Number 50 who's not on the roster. Is he, Kerry?
We're not seeing it on any of the away jerseys.
All right, we love that.
Little Fast Times at Ridgemont High, they just flew him in for the game maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. That's all right.
Yeah, watch all kinds of PIAA investigations saying something like that.
All right, Palm with the boot. Singleton back. Lets it bounce. Now he picks it up. Excuse me. Yeah, that is Singleton, isn't it? No, number 16 there for Mifflin. That was Greg Suber. Nice return there. Picked it up and got some positive yardage there, Kerry.
No, and, again, neither team's really been pinned back against their own end zone. We saw, Mifflin's trip to the red zone where they scored. But a lot of this has really been played, kind of between the 30s most of this game. So second quarter, 8:44 left to go. And while we have the quick, just look at that sky out there, Bruce. We have been so lucky with our first 3 broadcasts and the views that we've been able to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like I said, we apologize for a little technical difficulty earlier there, but appreciate you hanging with us here on BCTV Friday Night Football. That was Nick Singleton on a dive.
No, 3 weeks in 3 different counties. Of course, we started out right in the heart of Berks County in Reading with Exeter visiting the Berks Catholic Saints. Last week, we got to go up to see our friend Eric Rissmiller and the Crimson Tide at Pottsville, and of course, Wyomissing going up there. And now tonight, we're in Lancaster County, and Governor Mifflin Mustangs visiting the Cocalico Eagles here in Denver, Pennsylvania.
All right, Reeser's back to throw. Looking down the sidelines, wide open is number 23, and he overthrows him. Oh, my. Jaden Quillis was wide open.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times now. We saw, where Cocalico had the Mifflin DBs beat, earlier in the game. And, definitely room to run there for Mifflin. Just Colby Reeser just could not connect with his receiver on that.
All right. Third down now, about 8 for Mifflin. Out at their own 45-yard line, leading 7-0 over Cocalico with 8 minutes to go until halftime. Reeser rushed in the pocket and he's sacked. Nice sack there by number 36. Austin Vang. Nice play there.
Yeah, not a bad job initially there. The pocket getting set up, and here's one of the things again. Nick Singleton, sophomore class of 2022, very well known, for his running abilities. He did a great job on pass protection there as well.
All right, Connor Marniak booting it away from Palm, and gets a kind bounce there. Looked like it may have hit. That actually was number 5 back for the punt, Ronald Zahm. But a great kick there, Kerry. We focus on special teams all the time, and Governor Mifflin there, good punt, and we'll see what Cocalico can do here. They've had some trouble here the last 2 series, really moving the ball.
No, they haven't. Just want to finish up the thought there from earlier. When you look at guys that get touches a lot, and get the ball, whether it's wide receivers or running backs, when you look and see what they do when they don't get the ball, like Nick Singleton did that last series of blocking, that's a big plus for me.
All right, out wide there, that's number 22, Steve Flinton, and he goes nowhere. Really nice tackle there by number 13, Zach Parsons.
No, nice job there, though, trying to get the edge, put his foot in the ground, and, tried to get upfield. Nice job of stringing it out by the Mifflin defense. And it's going to bring up a second down and 8 with 6:51 left to go here in the second quarter. Cocalico High School, Denver, Pennsylvania. Governor Mifflin Mustangs, 7. Cocalico Eagles, 0.
All right, Palm under center. Fakes the pitch. Deep. And wide open, number 5, Ronald Zahm. Jukes down to about the 38-yard line. Big play there. He was wide open, Kerry.
No, I want, some credit there to Noah Palm. And again, he gets a lot of attention for his running abilities. You think, running quarterback, ain't chance he gets. He's, those types of guys just want to pull the ball and run. He stuck in there, kept in the pocket, waited for the pattern and the play to develop, got the ball out there to Zahm, and has them knocking on the door now into the Mifflin territory with the ball on the 38.
All right, Palm handing it up the gut there, right up the gut. Boy, that was number 35 again, Cody Shea.
Okay, so big shot in the arm there for the Cocalico offense, getting that big play. Now you let your big boys up front have some fun here. Kind of got Mifflin D on their heels a little bit. Let those guys up front just kind of do their road grader thing and let them get some yards.
All right, there's Palm under center. And we've got whistles.
So it was a 1st and 10 with the ball in the 28. See what we got here on the call. 5:47 left in the second quarter here from Cocalico High School, Denver, Pennsylvania, Lancaster County, Governor Mifflin 7, and the Cocalico Eagles 0.
Okay, back to live action here. Palm now. Got the Eagles on the move. And he pitches it out. Oh, and he's almost blocked. That was number 22. With the run there, that's Steve Flinton. He really shook a tackle there, Kerry. Otherwise, that would have been a disaster there on that play.
Yeah, when you're sitting there at 2nd and 15, and that could have ended up getting real ugly and going to being 20 yards, to moving the sticks. So damage, but it could have been much worse.
Palm now. Flinton in motion. Oh, and the crossbucks action to Zom. Nice play up the center. Nice tackle there by Brandon Strasser. But it's still going to leave, 4th down and a bunch. Or, 3rd down and a bunch.
Yeah, we had little discrepancies there between the sticks and the scoreboard. But I think we're on the same page again. 3rd down. 3rd down and 9 to go.
All right, let's see what Palm and the Eagles can do. Up, and they drew Mifflin off there. That stop and start action there with number 22, Steve Flinton, really set the defense off.
Yeah, big play coming up here. See who steps up, makes it a little bit more manageable, gives you options here with your run game as well for Cocalico. And Mifflin has not seen Cocalico this deep yet this ball game, so of course they want to come up with a big stop.
Looks like a little confusion out there. And timeout is called.
Okay, Coach Gingrich calling the timeout with 3:57 left in the second quarter here at Cocalico High School. Governor Mifflin 7, Cocalico Eagles 0.
The Children's Home of Reading has responded to the needs of children and families in crisis in Berks County and the surrounding communities since 1884. While the needs and programs have changed, one thing remains the same. The Children's Home of Reading prepares children for success in life. The Children's Home of Reading is a sanctuary certified agency dedicated to providing trauma-informed care approaches to healing for children and their families in the Berks County region. The Children's Home of Reading main campus is located at 1010 Avenue, Reading, PA. Call us at 610-478-8266. Children's Home of Reading. All right, back to live action. Noah Palm now. Oh, dive. Oh, no. He couldn't even hand it off. Strasser was in there so fast, he almost took the handoff, Gary.
Strausser's made some big plays here on defense, and, the leadership that he provides on that side of the ball. Great offensive player as well, but that was huge coming up with that big stop. That's what I talked about going into this, was Mifflin going to rise up. First time really that, Cocalico has been threatening in this game.
All right, 4th down now, about 7. Ball on the 25-yard line. Big play here for Cocalico. Let's see what Mifflin can do. Palm, back to throw. looking out wide. He's got nobody open. Now down to the end zone. That's Zom. Touchdown! Wow, he had all the time in the world, Kerry, and he found the open receiver for a 25-yard touchdown. Palm to Zom.
You like that, don't you, Bruce? Palm the Zom there. But Noah Palm, again, talked about, a couple plays back, veteran, senior leadership, did not panic, waited for things to develop, waited for Zom to come open, and gets Cocalico on the board here through the air, waiting to see what happens with this PAT and see where we're at with 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
All right, looks like that's number 1, Alex Mellinger. And he boots it through. So we're tied 7-7, 3:05 to go until halftime between Governor Mifflin and Cocalico.
Great job by number 1 there, Kicker Mellinger. I talked to him before the game. It's down there. Their kicking net was right in the middle of the Mifflin drills that they were doing on the line. And so nice job by him.
Thanks to our friends at Reading Alloys for underwriting this BCTV broadcast. Reading Alloys in Robizonia. Lots of good jobs available. Check out readingalloys.com or call Human Resources. All right, back to live action here. Boy, we got a ball game now, Kerry. 7-7, 3:05 until halftime. Boy, that was a pretty play between Palm and Zom.
Yeah, there were 2 pass plays in that last drive to Zom. Both of those combined ended up being 61 yards out of the 77 yards that Cocalico covered. That was a 7-play drive covering 77 yards, taking 4:11 off the clock. And again, 61 of those were through the air from Palm to Zom.
Thanks, Jim Berkman, the man, the myth, the statistician.
Now we got an awesome crew, Bruce.
All right, back deep. Looks like that's number 23 for Mifflin. Oh, and he got nowhere. Jaden Quillis took it, and a really great tackle there by number 16, Carson Nash there for Cocalico.
No, a little bit of mishandling there. Started to get north and south, got whacked, and again the starting position for both teams has been pretty good. This in comparison to where we've seen so far, this game starting at the 20s, a little bit deeper than what we've seen. But Mifflin has plenty of time on the clock. 3 minutes here left in the second quarter.
All right, Reeser. Around the side, he's got an opening. Nice move up the middle for, boy, pretty close to the first down, maybe 9.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep the sticks there, but it's going to set up a great opportunity for the Mifflin offense here. Second and short gives them the opportunity to either secure the first or maybe take a shot.
All right, Reeser now under center. He's got Singleton directly behind him. And they just choose the dive, and it got nowhere.
No, that was, again, that's all who comes up big, and that was the Mifflin offensive line against the Cocalico defensive line. Number 51, Brock Gingrich, really blew things up there in the middle for the Cocalico Eagles.
All right. Well, they're down in 1 yet for Mifflin. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Right up the gut. And it looks like he got stopped, Kerry.
Yeah, again, that just imploded in a hurry. And again, 51, Brock Gingrich right in the middle of that.
Wow, they held him there, Kerry. Boy, 2 huge plays by that Cocalico defense.
We talked about both these guys so far tonight, as far as,
And they're going for it. Wow, look at this. 4th and 1. And did they get it? I don't know. It looks like he got the first down. Wow, that's gutsy. That is really gutsy with under a minute and a half left to go in the half, going to 4th down deep in your own end. Give Coach Lang a lot of credit for that call. So Mifflin, a fresh set of downs, Kerry.
Yeah, but you know what? If you want to challenge your offensive lineman, that's a great way to do it. You know what? They got the first down. Gives a little confidence. Plenty of time left here with a minute on the clock.
Reeser back to pass. He's going deep and incomplete. Triple covered out there was number 18, or excuse me, 16 there. Excuse me, Greg Suber.
Yeah, well, if you look anywhere from the line of scrimmage for the next, 20, 25 yards downfield, there was one guy.
I know there's only one guy in the pattern,
there.
right? And he was triple covered.
Yeah, and I think we've seen on both sides of the ball where DBs have been beat deep. Not that time though.
No. All right, 55.3 seconds left to go in the half. Mifflin on their own 30. Oh, and slipping down with Reeser.
Cocalico.
And they fumbled the football, and Cocalico's got it. Oh, my. Oh, just what Mifflin didn't need to have happen there.
Well, and then we certainly didn't jinx it talking about, we typically each week we talk about special teams, talk about ball security, and, there it was, putting the ball on the ground. Cocalico with, just under 50 seconds on the clock here. 1st and 10, ball's 30, and they got a chance to get some more points on the board. Timeout, Mifflin.
Wow, timeout, Governor Mifflin. Oh, my. Thanks to our friends at Imperium Management Services. They're our title sponsor for BCTV Friday Night Football. Imperium was established to support and oversee its affiliated companies to ensure that quality services and continuity of care are constantly provided to all individuals in a way that makes efficient use of available public funding. Imperium Incorporated was founded in January 2016. It is a Pennsylvania nonprofit corporation headquartered in Reading, Berks County. Imperium is the sole member of nonprofit agencies that provide substance abuse services, mental health, intellectual disability, and other health-related supports and services. Thank you to Imperium to be our title sponsor for BCTV Friday Night Football. Back to live action. Here's Noah Palm.
1st and 10, ball on the 30.
And another flag.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on number 40 there, the tight end. Looks like he just jumped a little early. It's big Trey Griffin, the senior, 6'3", 250.
Well, Mifflin sure got to buckle up the chin straps here, Kerry.
5 more yards to go, but really didn't affect anything as far as the clock. So still have 50 seconds on the clock. Tied here at 7 in the second quarter in Cocalico High School.
Palm now reverses the field right up the gut. Oh, he slips tackle. If it wasn't for his own man, he might have gone all the way, Kerry. Did he fumble the football?
Not seeing any signals on that. I think he was down.
Yeah, no, they're signaling that it's still, a first down, maybe? Yeah. No, he must have fumbled the ball because they were signaling that it was Cocalico's ball as a first down, but he should have just raised his fingers, I believe. Anyway, no, it is a first down.
Okay.
All right, Cocalico now in business at their own 15-yard line, and now it looks like Mifflin's called a timeout to get things ready. Thanks to Reading Alloys. They underwrite this BCTV broadcast. Thank you so very much. Plenty of good jobs available. Go to readingalloys.com or give them a call. Located in Robizonia, Pennsylvania, Reading Alloys. All right, Kerry, you talked about it. It's really up against the clock. 36.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Cocalico with a golden opportunity, trying to cash in on a Governor Mifflin fumble as the half is winding down here. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
No, and we'll see if we'll see it here one more time, the Palm the Zom show, through the air. But again, opportunity, got a couple plays, couple cracks at the end zone.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what Coach Gingrich has drawn up here. All right, Palm now back under center. Fakes the pitch, and he saw Brandon Strasser. Woo-hoo-hoo! Great defensive play. Was not fooled by the fake. Went right for Palm and took him down for about a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, big play by Strasser, and I think we've called his name a lot here on defense in this first half for Governor Mifflin. Take some time off the clock, down to 29 seconds here left in the second quarter. Also pushes the ball back a little bit, so it looks like it's second down and 18, so looking at an 8-yard loss.
Well, I think, you made mention of it. It's really against the clock, not necessarily, down in distance here. They really need to either get in field goal position or score a touchdown. They're still in pretty good shape. They're at the 28-yard line. Still 30 seconds to go. And it looks like they still got a timeout left. Oh, whoa, little trickery there. Oh, he pitched it over to number 5, who gave it to number 16, Carson Nash, who tried to throw it to Noah Palm, who was circling out of the backfield. And unfortunately, just couldn't hang on there, Kerry.
23 seconds left. Third down and 18.
All right.
Cocalico still with a great opportunity here to get some more points on the board before the half.
All right, Palm now. Back to pass. And looking out in the flat there for number 22, Steve Flinton, and that was incomplete. Bringing up fourth down. I got to believe they're going for it, Kerry, right?
Yeah, at this distance, yeah, you're going to go for the 6. You're going to go for the touchdown. And, again, still great golden opportunity here for, Cocalico to put some more points on the board before the half. And, still the opportunity to get a first down without getting the touchdown. If I have to guess here, we're going to see the Palm the Zom show.
18 yards for a first down, 28 yards for a score. Noah Palm back to throw. Oh, and he's rushed. That was Cameron Stewart after him. And great pass. That's number 40. Again, that's big Trey Griffin with the grab. Great play there by Palm to elude the rush and get the ball out.
Again, that's at least 3 times that we've seen this first half. Again, senior, veteran leader Noah Palm just doing a great job of, staying calm. You're waiting for things to develop and making a big play happen.
All right.
9 ticks left here on the clock. Again, great golden opportunity for Cocalico Eagles to capitalize on that Mifflin turnover and get some more points on the board before the half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're Coach Gingrich, you still have, looks like that was, he does not have a timeout left. So, obviously Mifflin's going to try, and you almost have to put it into the end zone, because if he gets tackled short, it's unlikely they could get back to the line of scrimmage and run another play before the end of the half.
Yeah, you can get 2 plays off here. You got to go for a quick hitter with a pass play.
Let's see what happens. And it looks like they're spreading them out. First and goal from the 6. Here's Palm. He is going to try and throw, and it's caught there. Trey Griffin.
Wow. Thought they were going to hit the slant coming in from the outside, and big Trey Griffin there, turn around, touchdown Cocalico.
It actually was the slant receiver. Ronald Zom got that.
He did, okay. Yeah, I'm standing up here up high, but with all the arms that went up.
Wow.
So Palm Nizam, what a great job by Cocalico taking advantage of that Governor Mifflin miscue with the fumble.
Absolutely. I mean, just remember that turnover. As Mifflin actually was trying to run out the half, losing the ball, and then Cocalico taking it in to capitalize, making it 14-7. We've got 5 seconds to go here till halftime. Wow.
So we didn't have any scoring in the first half. Coming into the second quarter, Mifflin goes on top first, gets 7, and it's been 14 unanswered points by the Cocalico Eagles, leading us into the waning seconds here in the second quarter, taking us into halftime at Cocalico High School, Denver, Pennsylvania, Lancaster County. Beautiful night for football, starting to feel like fall. Sun's down now, the lights are on.
Yeah, I even wore the long sleeve T-shirt under our bctv.org Friday Night Football shirts from our friends at Ampro. Boy, if you look at these great shirts we've got, remember Ampro, everybody. Thank you very much to Ampro for providing all of our great shirts here on Friday Night Football.
So just recapping that last series, of course, again, the Governor Mifflin miscue and the fumble at the 30. So 6 plays covering 30 yards, eclipsing 50 seconds off the clock. But second TD pass from Palm Nizam puts Cocalico up 14-7.
All right, Weitzel to boot it, and it's going for the out of bounds, and it is a penalty. So Mifflin will have the ball. Got to believe they're just going to – you never know what they're going to do here, but I got to believe they're just going to kneel down and try and come back in the second half.
Conventional wisdom would say that, Bruce, and again, especially with this is kind of what you were doing, just trying to, keep the ball on the ground, ball security, and ended up coughing it up. Wouldn't expect anything fancy here. Just kind of run out the second quarter, come back after half, and come out slugging.
All right, Mifflin now.
Now against Cocalico for illegal procedure, kicking the ball out of bounds. Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Mustang.
Two incredible senior leaders, safety for Cocalico with Palm and Zom.
And a dive play up the middle. And that's going to do it for the first half. Cocalico capitalizing on a late Governor Mifflin turnover. Now leads 14-7 over the Mustangs at halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes with our friend Jim Berkman from Spotlight on Berk Sports with some halftime statistics.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player Big Play. Small Player Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
Bruce Badgley, Jim Berkman here. We're Al with a capital Al Fresco tonight out here in the stands at Eagle Stadium in Denver, Pennsylvania. Cocalico taking advantage of a late Governor Mifflin turnover to take the lead 14-7. Jim, what do you got to say about that?
Well, they did a great job of taking advantage of that, too. A team in the pregame we talked about, this is going to be run left, run right, run middle. Well, Cocalico turned to the air, and they 2 touchdown passes from Palm to Zom, 61 yards covering the drive, and they took the 14-7 lead. As you said, they capitalized on that fumble.
Yeah, I mean, Governor Mifflin, really started out fairly strong, especially the first quarter. I think they owned the first quarter. Obviously, Cocalico owned the second quarter.
Right. They had a real nice long drive, Mifflin did, and the Mustangs controlled the time of possession. At the end of the half, it's very equal. It's 12 minutes to 11 seconds for Mifflin and 11 minutes, 49 seconds for the Eagles. So very even time of possession. Yards-wise, Cocalico has a lot more yards. They have outgained Mifflin 163 to 84, so almost a 2-to-1 advantage in total yards.
That's incredible that they have such an advantage of total yards, yet almost equal time of possession there. Very interesting. Who's got the most yardage on the ground?
It's 84 to 75. Mifflin has 84 yards on the ground. They have run the ball 21 times. They have 84 yards. Cocalico has run the ball 16 times. They have 75 yards. For Cocalico, it's almost all the quarterback running the ball.
Right.
He has 10 carries. Noah Palm does for 50 yards. For Mifflin, Singleton has 11 rushes for 56 yards, and Reeser has 10 rushes for 28 yards to accumulate their 84 yards of rushing.
Yeah, Mifflin did have some chances there in the first half. Reeser did miss a few, wide open receivers that really could have changed this whole game. What do you think?
Yeah, Reeser's 0 for 3 throwing, and on all 3 of those passes, he did have a receiver open, just overthrew him a little bit. He's got a little bit of anxious in him, and, he put it out there just a little bit too far. The alternative is if he underthrows it, it's probably going to be intercepted. So you take the good with the bad. Hopefully, Coach Lang is going to try and get one of them in the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I mean, I don't think that the Mifflin defense has anything to, hang their heads about. They've, done a pretty gosh darn good job. Cocalico had the short field, drove it in there, for the short score there to end the half. What do you look for in the second half?
Probably another quick half. That first quarter was probably the fastest quarter of football I've ever seen in my life. And I think you're going to see a lot of the same. It's a close game. I don't see a lot of passing coming. Again, maybe 3 or 4 passes from both teams. If Cocalico maintains the lead, I don't see them throwing the ball. They just need to ground it and pound it. That's it.
Yeah, I got to believe that too, knowing Coach Gingrich like I do. As long as he's got the lead, he's not going to throw the football. And so it's going to be really interesting this second half. Thank you so much for everything you do during this broadcast.
You got it, brother.
I mean, all of the
Glad to be
stats during the game and what have you. Spotlight on Burke Sports. Jim Berkman. Definitely give him a follow on Twitter. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player Big Play. Small Player Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today. Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply...
All right, back to live action. Start of the second half. Cocalico 14, Governor Mifflin 7. I think a big possession right here for Governor Mifflin, Kerry, to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, they kind of almost have to. You don't want to give the ball back to Cocalico and let them go up.
Oh, Nick Singleton, there he goes. Oh, he's still on his feet. Down the sidelines, brought down, and a penalty marker. He's brought down by the kicker, number 3, Aaron Weitzel. I think he got some face mask, and that's going to give Governor Mifflin good field position to start here, Kerry.
Yeah, well, take a face mask if that's what happened versus, giving up the 6. So it looks like the ball, brought down around the 40, see where it's placed. But post halftime here, I know you and Jim get on, talk about stats. I got to give a shout out to the Cocalico boosters, the music boosters. Incredible halftime treats there with their chocolate chip cookies, their chocolate chip cookie brownie bars, and their Rice Krispie treats. But where do you go to a football game and find buttercream opera fudge, Bruce?
Buttercream opera fudge.
Excellent.
First off, I don't know where you would ever go to find it. And second of all, never at a football game.
That's right. You're a transplant to Berks County,
I'm a transplant. There's Reeser. Nice run there on first down for about 4. That was a horse collar tackle that they called on the kicker to give Mifflin the extra yardage on the kickoff there. But Mifflin on the move already. Second down here and about 5. Already at about the 40-yard line.
Mifflin has to put something together here, try and get the swing back their way. Of course, they scored first in that second quarter, and then 14 unanswered points by Cocalico.
Dive play there. Wow, a couple of scores. Wilson was ahead of Springford 21-3. Looks like Pottstown ahead of Kutztown 37-0.
Brings up a third down here, 3rd down and 7 with 10:48 left here in the third quarter, starting this second half at Cocalico High School in Denver, Pennsylvania. Governor Mifflin Mustangs scored first, put 7 on the board, 14 unanswered points by the Cocalico Eagles, and that's where we stand, 14-7. Third quarter, Cocalico on top.
Another score, Pottsville, who we saw last week, Kerry, over Muhlenberg, 35-6 at halftime. And look at this score, Daniel Boone over Bishop Shanahan, 7-0 after the first quarter. All right, a dive play there, not for much there by Governor Mifflin.
A little bend but don't break by that Cocalico defense. Brings up 4th down and see where they spot it.
Interesting, halftime, Hamburg nothing, Blue Mountain nothing. Little bit of a backyard brawl along Route 61 there.
Looks like 4th down and 3, 9:50 left here in the third quarter. Governor Mifflin on the Cocalico side of the field.
Let's see what Coach Lang draws up. They give it to Singleton. Oh, I think he stretched for the first down. Great extra effort.
Hand off to number 10, Singleton. Cody Shea on the tackle.
Looks like he's got the first. No signal yet. Another score, Exeter 28, Lower Dolphins 6 at halftime. Well, big measurement here. From my vantage point, it looks like he's got it, but I can't tell numbers on the backs of jerseys, so I wouldn't use my eyes. And he's got it. It looks like he does by the nose of a football. Nick Singleton, a really nice second effort to get that first down, Kerry.
Big drive here early in the second quarter. Again, Mifflin, looking to try and, get back on the scoreboard, get some momentum going, and for Cocalico, trying to stay stalwart and hold them.
Singleton again, up the gut. Maybe for about 3. Really big leg drive there by Nick, and he looks a little dinged.
Yeah, he's getting up kind of slow. And again, I think really we only saw one play where he really kind of had any break and, getting, beyond that second level. He's just getting the tough yards here so far in the early going of the third quarter.
Reeser pitch, fumble, picked up by Cocalico. First down. Yeah, big mistake, Governor Mifflin there.
The timing was off on that whole thing with the dive going up on the mill, Colby Reeser pulling it and then trying to go for the pitch. Again, that's, the offense is a system, and, the Cocalico defense, again, comes up big and capitalizes on a Governor Mifflin mishandle of the football and gets a ball.
All right, Noah Palm. That's Cody Shea up the gut for not a whole lot.
And again, number 27, Strausser there, a couple guys in first. He finished it off. We've called his name a lot on defense tonight, but kind of how we ended the first half with a Governor Mifflin miscue, and of course Cocalico capitalized on that, went ahead on the board 14-7. We see another miscue here by the Mifflin offense, and let's see what Cocalico can do with this opportunity. 8:20 left here in the third quarter.
All right, Noah Palm calling signals once again. That's a pitch out there to number 22, Steve Flinton. Not for a whole lot there, Kerry.
No, not a whole lot of room. Mifflin strung it out. And again, one of the things we, kind of talk about each week, these aren't the hash that you see on, a Sunday, in the NFL where it's those, very skinny hashes, and you got a whole lot of field, a lot wider here in the high school level. And that time the ball was on the right hash and they ran the short side of the field.
3rd and 10. And out to the side, not a very good throw. And, good job by the Mifflin defense there. They kept their heads high, played hard, forced a 3 and out, just what the Mustangs needed there.
Got the punt coming up here for Cocalico. Ball's resting on the 35.
Greg Suber back for Governor Mifflin. Oh, and a bad snap, and Palm is faking it. Trying to run around in, and he's going to be brought down. Big play by that Governor Mifflin defense. Looks like the snap was poor. Palm just took off with it. He had no chance, and Governor Mifflin set up deep in Cocalico territory.
So we kind of just start off right where we left it when, Governor Mifflin fumbled the ball away. Now we see, a little bit of miscue on the punt attempt here by Cocalico, and we're sitting with the ball on the 28-yard line. Governor Mifflin 1st and 10, ball on 28, 7:21 left here in the third quarter.
Reeser trying himself. Well, that's a good way to get some ball security, is just not hand it off. Right up the middle there for a few, Kerry.
It's going to bring up a second down, and it's like about maybe 6. And scoreboard has changed now. It is 2nd down and 6.
All right, we're down to 6:53 here in the third quarter. Been pretty action-packed for just these few minutes. And Mifflin driving, trailing 14-7. That's Singleton breaking through the line. Jukes outside. Touchdown, Nick Singleton. What a run there. 24 yards for a Mifflin touchdown. Wow, he broke through the line, and that was all she wrote. So Cocalico still up 14-13 as we await the extra point. That's by Matt Swagger, who's going to attempt. We always talk about special teams, Carey. Big one here now. Snap, down, boot, line drive, and through for Governor Mifflin to tie the score at 14. 6:37 left to go in the third quarter.
That scoring drive for Governor Mifflin, 2 plays, 28 yards, took 44 seconds off the clock. Singleton with his second rushing TD of the night. So we have Nick Singleton with 2 on the ground for Mifflin and 2 through the air from Palm Nizam for Cocalico, giving us our tied score at 14.
Thanks to Imperium Management Services, our title sponsor for BCTV Friday Night Football. Imperium Management Services provide the shared service offerings to affiliates, allowing these entities to advance their mission and vision. Shared service offerings include, but are not limited to, fiscal reporting, payroll, information technology, human resources, employee recruiting, employee training, risk management reporting, analysis, and time and attendance. Conveniently located at 3929 Perkiomen Avenue in Reading. Call them at 877-620-8892. Imperium Management Services, our BCTV Friday Night Football title sponsor. All right, just what the doctor ordered there, Carey, getting that really turnover or bad punt and taking advantage of it. Cocalico now with the return. Oh, my God, it's Steve Fenton down the sidelines, and it's a touchdown for Cocalico. Wow. Steve Fenton just that quick puts Cocalico back in front. 20-14. Oh my, Carey.
Yeah, so when you start talking about dynamics of a game, you see the Mifflin miscue right before half, kind of comes back, capitalizes on a punt thing. Miscue by Cocalico, gets back to within even, and within one play, we see the momentum shift again. Just laying the air out of the balloon there for Mifflin. With that huge return for Cocalico, putting them back on top here with 6:27 left in the third quarter.
Incredible. Hey, this has really turned into quite the track meet here all of a sudden. All right, snap down, kick blocked. Remember that play, Carey. Every point I think is going to be critical. Nice block there by number 50, the unnamed player for Governor Mifflin.
So we didn't see any scoring in the first quarter. Of course, went into the half with Cocalico on top. See Mifflin tied up, and now about halfway through the third quarter with 6:27 left, we see Cocalico back on top, 20-14.
Going to be very interesting here to see how Mifflin reacts.
And on that score was a 76-yard kickoff return by number 22, Stephen Flinton. 76-yard kickoff return for the TD.
Wow. Thanks, Jim Berkman. When you're calling this game, it's really difficult to try and get the exact yardage in that. We did at least we got his name right. Thanks to Jim, he got the yardage right. I mean, he just bolted through the defenders there, Carey, and after 10 yards, he was gone.
Yeah, and safety is kind of out of position and kind of, feet in the turf there, and just a great job getting north and south by Cocalico and getting back on top in this ball game.
All right, number 3 to kick off. That's Aaron Weitzel. Back deep for Mifflin. Looks like that's Nick Singleton, and shifting around there, number 23, Jaden Quillis. They're kicking it toward Quillis, obviously, and he fumbles the ball, picks it back up, didn't blow the whistle, and he swarmed under at about the 20-yard line. I think he thought the play was dead there for a minute.
It's not the first miscue that we saw in the handling of a return here, and good job of the coverage team from Cocalico getting down there and keeping them from finding a lane. 6:18 left here in the third quarter. Cocalico High School, Denver, Pennsylvania, and we have Cocalico on top, 20-14 over the Mustangs of Governor Mifflin.
All right, let's see what Mifflin answers with. Reeser now under center. Calls his own number. Nice gain there. About 4 yards, looks like. Maybe 5. Going to be 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Ball on their 23-yard line. They're trailing 20-14 here, just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. From lovely Eagle Stadium here on the campus of Cocalico High School, Denver, PA. Glad you could join us here for BCTV Friday Night Football. Hey, DM Carey if you'd like on Twitter. Let us know where you're watching from. We really appreciate the input. That was Nick Singleton there off the right side for a couple.
No, it's great getting all those DMs last week. We had people on vacation over the Labor Day weekend down in Stone Harbor, to folks out in Pittsburgh, alums of the two teams watching games. We've had people from California, Colorado, Alabama, catch our games. And, just shoot me a DM at Carey Moyer, C-A-R-Y, Moyer, M-O-Y-E-R. Let us know where you're watching from tonight.
I had some of the Cocalico coaches tell me before the game that they were actually watching the Tri-County All-Star game on their phone heading down to the shore that night. So that was a nice comment as well. We appreciate everybody tuning in, not only on cable, but online. And then the game will be, on demand on YouTube after the game.
And I think at halftime we found out a couple folks actually have the game on their phone while they're here live watching, because they can actually catch some replays of what's going on after the live action.
I never really thought about that, but yeah, that was great. People are watching the game in the stands and then watching the instant replay of the touchdowns. Incredible. All right, here's Reeser. Not for a whole lot. They're on first down.
That was a great job by the Cocalico defense there, and of course we called his number a lot on offense with number 5 Zom, but he had a great stick on D as well.
Yeah.
So, with some of these guys kind of rising up, making big plays, got to give our shout out to the ball girl who's gives us these game balls for each week, and kind of see who rises up here and wins our game ball as player of the game this week.
All right, Nick Singleton, a dive play, not for a whole lot. So we're down about 3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Cocalico leading Governor Mifflin 20-14. Mifflin a 3rd and 3 from their own 32, Carey.
Looks like it's 3rd and 8, Bruce.
Oh, 3rd and 8, excuse me. Tough to read that scoreboard. We need one of the illuminated down markers, Carey. I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 3. Big difference if you're the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, absolutely. And Reeser was in the shotgun there. And what do we got? Might be on the defense.
Looks like they were going to attempt to pass there, and of course it got blown dead. But nice job by number 32, Sean Fester from Cocalico. He threw a nice swim there. He would have been in the backfield, not giving Reeser a whole lot of time.
Well, big play here for Mifflin. I mean, 3rd and 13 now from their own 27. Let's see what Coach Lang dials up this time. Wow, Pottsville now up 42-6 over Muhlenberg.
Okay, got 3 receivers down here on this side at the wide side of the field.
Goes
up
deep.
top to the single receiver.
Oh, looks like he was held up a little bit. Cameron Stewart, and Reeser took a shot. I believe that was number 51, Brock Gingrich, that leveled him.
Again, one of the senior captains, and again talked about Brock earlier. Gingrich, getting D1 attention and making some visits, hitting some camps over the summer. especially at the FCS level. And, he's just played a whale of a game on offense and defense up front for Cocalico.
Mifflin trying to get something as far as the punt there goes. I guess it's all right. Got out to midfield, but that's still great field position for Cocalico now, leading 20-14.
No, it is, and again, can't ask for a better starting point. We've seen a lot of drives starting, somewhere, between the 30s. Nobody really starting totally backed up so far in this game.
All right, Noah Palm now.
It's like they put the ball right on the 50.
Handed that ball. He kept it, though, right up the gut. Nice play there.
No, great job. Pulled it. Got positive yards. Puts it into a second and maybe 3-4.
All right, going to be about 2nd and 3 carry from the 43-yard line. Cocalico now trying to add to a 20-14 advantage over Governor Mifflin. Interesting play there. Kind of a diversion there with number 5, Ronald Zom, and that's the second time in a row that Palm is just like taking it right up the gut.
Well, no, he pulled it there, and again, nice job caving in that right side. Both of those last 2 plays, giving them that running lane, and what more could you ask for? You're getting positive, run plays here, getting 5, 6, 7 yards a chunk, and you're taking time off the clock as well.
All right, Palm now. There's that funky motion, and now that's number 22 there, Steve Flinton. And he dives forward. Not sure he got the first down, but the officials are waving their arms, so they'll move the chains. First down for Cocalico.
You go and you set, you run a play, you run a play again, you set up the next play again. With the success they had banging that 5, 6, 7 yards, pulled it, pitched to the outside, more positive yards, got a first down out of it. 1st and 10, ball on the 22. A little bit over a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
Palm now, that's Shea on the inside, not for a whole lot.
Okay, we're down to a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Now this is the time where I start watching, and start looking at that offensive, defensive line. It's just natural. It's time you start to see the hands on the hips with the guys. But now it's gut check time. This is big for both teams. As we're starting to close out the 3rd quarter here. Cocalico going up by another score. Mifflin being able to stop them will be huge going into the 4th quarter.
All right, here's Palm. That's Shea right up the gut. Oh, inside the 5-yard line. Probably their biggest run inside all night, Kerry.
Yeah, and it's just kind of bodies starting to bounce off of bodies here a little bit. We've got clocks running, about 25 seconds left here, in the 3rd quarter. We don't have the the field play clocks down there with the time coming off.
Right.
Looks
that looks like that's going to wind it down for the end of the 3rd quarter. Cocalico driving, leading 20-14 over Governor Mifflin. We'll be right back.
Parents and coaches, do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
All right, we're back. Fourth quarter action. Cocalico driving. First and goal from the 5. Noah Palm. Palm punches it in for the score. 5-yard touchdown there. Now with a 26-14 lead over Governor Mifflin, just as we've started the fourth quarter.
Now, and talked about right as we were ending the third, as far as the importance of this drive, and now you've got the situation where Cocalico just went up by 2 scores here, at the start of the fourth quarter.
Going for 2. Oh, no good. You can't run those back in high school. That could have been maybe 2 points going the other way if it was in college. But anyway, Mifflin, their back's against the wall now, Kerry. Down 12 as we start the fourth quarter.
No, and, good thought process there by Cocalico, trying to go for 2, trying to make up for that missed PAT earlier. But regardless, up 26-14, it's a 2-score ball game now.
Interesting score. Fleetwood ahead of Twin Valley, 31-14. They were ahead at halftime. It's the last one that we had. A big win there for Fleetwood. You just love to see what's going on at Fleetwood and Reading High. Reading High playing tomorrow. Both teams an opportunity to go 3-0. You just got to love that.
Now, thank you for everyone who's joined us so far tonight. And, again, we're on BCTV and, bctv.org. Stream it online. If you don't have cable, you can be watching it on your, your smart TV at home, through YouTube and the apps. And, search Plasta Inc. for that. That scoring drive, 6 plays, 50 yards, and took 2:44 off the clock.
Well, back deep now for Mifflin. That's number 23 there again. Jaden Quillis doesn't get a whole lot. All right, Kerry. Boy, this is a gut check time, I think, for Governor Mifflin on this drive. Down 26-14. Still a lot of time left to go in the game, but they got to get something going right now.
Yeah, you don't want to say it's, do or die, but, there's got to be a little bit of a sense of urgency, down 2 scores, starting the fourth quarter here. Of course, the 12-minute quarter is 11:48 left here on the clock in the fourth quarter at Cocalico High School. The Eagles are up 26-14 over the visiting Mustangs of Governor Mifflin. Mifflin with the ball, 1st and 10.
Reeser now, that dive play. I tell you what, the Cocalico defense just done an awesome job on that. The veer here all night, and Mifflin is going to have to, I think, rethink a little bit on what they want to do to try and maybe get the ball on the edge a bit more.
Yeah, no, that very stout defense by Cocalico. Listening to the old timers, when I went down at halftime. Talking about being, a little undersized in a lot of their games, but they play big.
It was a nice run by Quillis around the edge. Just what I talked about. They needed to get the ball a little bit outside. And that's going to leave them about 3rd and maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards here for the first.
Can't say enough about number 51, Brock Gingrich, offensive guard and defensive tackle for Cocalico. Just watching him there on that play. And the penetration he got, he's a big boy, but he's playing hard, and he's just a fun one to watch. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Reeser calls his own number again. Oh, he's slammed behind the line of scrimmage. That defensive line the whole line just penetrated through there to make that stop.
No, and again, talk about, number 51 there, Brock Enrich, and his buddy as well there on defense. Number 71, D-end, Chucky Drain. 71-51, Drain and Gingrich. Kills running plays before they even get started when you get penetration like that. Bringing up a 4th and 3. Let's see what Mifflin does here. Not backed all the way up, but the ball is, I believe, around the 28-yard line.
Well, biggest play of the game so far. Reeser back to pass. Oh, and we've got a flag. Got a flag or a timeout. Looks like a timeout was called by Cocalico before the snap.
Again, looks like, pass play was called there by Mifflin, trying to get the ball out here in space and trying to get a little bit of pitch and catch room. But again, the chess game, and of course this is not Coach Gingrich's first rodeo. He's been doing this a long time, and getting that timeout in right before the snap.
Thanks to Landis Express. Always looking for local and long-term drivers. Contact Landis Express for any new opportunity. And our friend Daryl Tillman, the Scholastic Sports Realtor. Thank you for all your support, Daryl and Lisa Tillman, over the years. Really appreciate it. All right, Carrie. Starting to, not that it wasn't exciting before this, but boy, this is the biggest play of the game so far. Mifflin, 4th and 3 from their own 28, trailing by 12. And Reeser throws. He's got Stewart for the first down. Big play there.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart, big target, tight end. Comes off the edge on D, 6'4", and nice timing on that. And that was a big play for Mifflin to convert on that and get a fresh set of downs. And looking at 1st and 10 with the ball on the 37 going out.
Love that fresh set of downs, baby. Love it. All right, Mifflin now. 1st and 10 from the 37. Reeser. Singleton for about 3.
That Cocalico defensive line, though, they just crowd the ball and they come off. And, it's going to come down to what I talked about at the beginning of the game here. I really do, think it's going to come down to these offensive and defensive lines. And, again, a younger line for Mifflin this year graduated a lot of guys, but looking to see if they can start to gel. They got to put together a drive here.
All right, 2nd down and about 8.
Singleton's up over 100 yards for the night now, rushing 19 carries, 101 yards.
Thanks, Jim Berkman. Oh, that defensive. Oh, and Reeser. Did they blow the whistle? It looks like they did blow him dead there at the line of scrimmage. Gonna back it up there. That was just great penetration by that defense of Cocalico, Carey, not to let that play get started.
Brings up a big 3rd down and about 8 to go.
Let's see what Coach Lang draws up this time. 3rd and 7. Ball's on the Mifflin 41-yard line. Got 8 minutes left in the game. Reeser looking to throw. And down the middle, that's Quillis. Big gain, and he's down all the way inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 27.
No, nice job by the Governor Mifflin offensive line. Nice job on the timing of that route. Nice pitch and catch, and picking up a huge 1st down here as we're approaching the mid part of the 4th quarter. 7:42 left on the clock. Cocalico up over Governor Mifflin, 26-14. Mifflin now into Cocalico territory. The ball's on the 27, 1st and 10, Governor Mifflin.
Here's Reeser. Singleton. Nice move, juke move. Looks like we got a holding penalty, though, on Governor Mifflin. Threw it right into the line there, Carey.
Yeah, regardless of that. I mean, you've got Nick Singleton turning the corner, on the left side there, and that could have been all kinds of ugly for the Cocalico defense. And once again, he's done a great job on offense, but number 5, Ronald Zahm, comes up and, came in as the leading tackler, and he just, brought Nick Singleton down right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, it was holding against Mifflin. Backs him up. Moves him all the way back to about the 37-yard line. 1st and 20. Let's see what Coach Lang draws up this time. Reeser. Singleton up the gut. Maybe 2. Gonna make it 2nd down and about 18.
Yeah, that Cocalico defense is just tough in between the tackles there.
Mifflin down 26-14, 6:36 to go in this ball game, and trying to find an answer for that really stout Cocalico defensive line.
Yeah, D-line 71, Drain 51, Gingrich 72, Wolf, and 32 Fester.
Reeser throws, complete to Stewart. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Stewart kind of quietly, offensively earlier in the game. Again, he does a nice job, setting the edge a lot with blocking. But figured into 2 pass plays here, in this 4th quarter to hopefully keep this drive alive for Governor Mifflin. Looks like about 11 to go for the 1st down now.
Yep, 2nd and
3rd and 11. Some discrepancies here between the
Reeser now. He's pressured wide open. Down there is Stewart. Couldn't come down with it.
No, making an attempt there for the pick, but getting the pass break up again. Number 5, Zahm.
He's been everywhere tonight.
He has, and again, you talk about the Palm and Zahm show on offense, but they're their 2 safeties. They both came in tonight as 1 and 2, leading tacklers, and definitely we get to see it live here this week. Where those statistics come from. Both playmakers, both have done a great job on offense, both have done a great job on defense. Huge, huge, huge. 4th and 11 here for Governor Mifflin.
I think that is apropos. Reeser. Flag down. Looks like Mifflin, a little illegal procedure there. Mifflin penalty starting to rack up with Mifflin at the very inappropriate time.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're to the halfway point. 6:03 left here in the 4th quarter, and start to get a little fatigued. But you got to keep everything in check, not make the mental mistakes, and execute. Nice job that time again. That D line, number 32, Deanne Sean Fester getting through, applying pressure. You got 4th down and long, and odds would say you're going to see a pass play here. See if that Cocalico D-line just kind of pins her ears back and comes.
Reeser now. Down the sidelines. And there is he just shoved him completely out of bounds. Number 10 there, Noah Palm, just kind of shoved. It looks like that was number 23, Quillis again.
Yeah, I don't know if the ball would have been catchable, but Palm didn't look back, and it's a great dry block, but unfortunately that's not okay with coverage. So
I don't think that's going to give him a 1st down, even though it's a 15-yard penalty. I don't think there is uncatchable ball in high school, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, and the point I was trying to make, Bruce, is I don't know if he would have needed to go to that level with it to make sure that the pass would have been broken up.
Well, I haven't seen him move the down markers or anything here, so going to be interesting. Not entirely sure this penalty is going to give him a 1st down, even though it is pass interference. And it still is Fourth down and about 2.
Well, what we do know is Mifflin's got to go for it here.
Yep, absolutely.
5 minutes left on the clock, fourth quarter.
Reeser now. Singleton, and I think they stopped him. I don't think he got there.
Yeah, no, and I think it's, again, just watching it live, not watching the monitor or replay, but, knees may have been down before the stretch out there.
Looks like are they gonna measure? Boy, it's that close that they've got to measure.
Officials timeout for a measurement.
Boy, let's see. I gotta believe he's short.
Yeah, but if you're a coaching staff on the sidelines, you gotta be screaming.
And he is short by about a half a yard.
You gotta be screaming for the measurement.
Tremendous work by that Cocalico defense. They've really held the inside running game of Governor Mifflin in check all night long, with the exception of really one run by Singleton. And even though Singleton has over 100 yards, they've really kept the Mifflin offense in check on the inside.
Yeah, no, they definitely have kept the big plays to a minimum, not seeing, Nick rip off those, 40, 50, 6-yard runs. Great job all night long by that Cocalico defense, and probably not a bigger series than that one.
Wow. I mean, 5:46 left to go. Cocalico up 26-14, Kerry.
When you look at that last drive, it took 6:02 off the clock in 11 plays, but Mifflin comes away with 0 points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all right, let's see what Noah Palm and the Eagles can do. And, wow, he did hand that off to number 22.
Yeah, a little pitch
Steve
out there.
Flinton, but
I think he lost his footing and went down, probably lost a few on that. So, biggest thing, obviously, you love to get first down, keep the ball, take time off the clock. But the biggest thing is ball security down here and not having a turnover and having the momentum shift and giving Mifflin a chance to get a quick score down this deep in your own territory.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. All right, Palm now. And calls his own number up the middle, breaking free. Looks like he's got the first down, Kerry.
Definitely going to be close. Looks like that down marker is right around the line. And signal is yes, first down. That's a huge play. Get your back, out from being up against the wall of your own end zone. The clock keeps running. Down under 5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. 4:45 left on the clock. Fourth quarter here at Cocalico High School. Cocalico Eagles 26, Governor Mifflin Mustangs 14.
I don't expect this ball to be in anyone's hands other than Noah Palm here the rest of this game. Yeah, but he did hand to Cody Shea up the gut. And I think Noah got stepped on a little bit there, a little gimpy. All right, that's going to make it about 2nd and 8 here with now just about 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Cocalico trying to hang on to this 26-14 lead over Governor Mifflin. One other score of note, Conrad Weiser over Elizabethtown 16-9. Interesting score there.
Yeah, and as we get, ready, we talked about this in the pregame, Governor Mifflin is 0-2 coming in, very real possibility they're going to end up going 0-3, with the non-league games heading into the Burke Section 1 play next week. On the flip side, a team we talked about, Conrad Weiser, losing a lot of senior leaders from that team last year. Of course, they won Burke Section 1, but, they're putting together a nice game there tonight heading into Section 1 play.
Another Berks County team having a good season. Wilson, they're ahead of Springford 21-10. It looks like pretty close to the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, and Springford's always tough. And, of course, when we were up in Pottsville last week, we were announcing the scores of the Wilson and Mifflin game, and it just kept, more and more. I remember at one point, before Mifflin even scored, I think it was 55-0 last week, that Wilson was up on top of them. And, again, looks like the Mustangs are going to be on the short side of the stick tonight.
All right, here's Noah Palm. Oh, did he lose the football? He did. He lost the football.
And Cocalico recovered.
Oh, my.
Yeah. One thing here, though, seeing, Cocalico Eagle helping a Governor Mifflin Mustang up here late in the fourth quarter. This has probably been one of the, cleanest games that we've seen. And again, both teams still playing very hard, but not seeing, just the personal fouls, types of penalties. Both sides just playing good, hard, clean football. And you just love to see that here at the high school level.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kerry. Both of these teams, I think they have an enormous amount of respect for one another. This has been a hard-fought rivalry here now for many, many years. I couldn't agree with you more. One other quick score. Boy, McDonough all over Berks Catholic, 38-7. We want to thank Alvernia University and the Vern Sports Network. This program is not possible without Alvernia University and the support of the Vern Sports Network. Thank you so much, guys.
No, we got to see McDonough and Berks Catholic up at Berks Catholic last year. McDonough, great program out of Maryland.
Palm just handing it off inside there to Shea. And Mifflin now calling a timeout, it looks like.
And Wilson 28-10 over Springford. 2 minutes left in the third. I don't know what the time was you had when you announced it, Bruce, but got that from Jim.
Thanks to Reading Alloys, our friends over there, underwrite these BCTV Friday Night Football broadcasts. Lots of good jobs available out at Reading Alloys, readingalloys.com, or give them a call. Winding it down here on our third game on BCTV Friday Night Football, Kerry. Can you believe it? Another, really fun game to call, fun game to watch, fun game to be in the stands. Al with a capital Al fresco with all the fans.
No, it's been great. Again, we started out in Berks County week 1, up in Schuylkill County last week, down here in Lancaster County this week. Just great to get out and see Pennsylvania high school football again.
Yeah, there's the ball on the ground, and Mifflin's got it. Mifflin's got the ball. 2:28 to go, following the fumble. Looks like they're going to take over around the 30-yard line, Kerry. Wow, unbelievable.
Ball security. So now this Cocalico defense, which has been pretty stalwart all night, not giving up the big play, is going to have to reach down deep one more time and, keep this Governor Mifflin offense in check. Ball's on the left hash, wide side of the field here to the right. Got twins. You got 2 receivers down here. Colby Reeser looking to pass.
Reeser to Stewart. Nice play there.
Saw that pattern earlier in this half, and they connected on that. And you'd think there'd be some sense of urgency here that they're going to have to kind of keep the ball in the air, get positive yards, stop the clock. Can't afford just to run it. Ball's down to the 33-yard line.
All right, Reeser. Looking to the end zone. Quills incomplete.
Great job on coverage there over the top by safety number 10, Noah Palm. And incomplete. It's going to bring up 2 minutes, 5 seconds left here on the clock in the fourth quarter. Cocalico Eagles 26, Governor Mifflin Mustangs 14.
Well,
Governor Mifflin on the 22, knocking on the door, trying to keep themselves alive in this game.
they are. These fans are alive. I know that personally. All right, Kobe Reeser. Back to throw, looking for the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Nice break up there by number 28. That was Casey Bernard.
Brings us down to 2 minutes on the clock. Mustangs looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. You know, it's sure fun doing the games in the stands, Kerry, isn't it?
Always love being out. Huge play coming up here. See who can capitalize.
All right, Reeser now. Mifflin. Incomplete. Threw it over the head of Cameron Stewart. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Last gasp here for Governor Mifflin.
Of course, they can still get a 1st down here, without getting the touchdown, being on the 22-yard line. But with 1:55 on the clock, again, the clock's definitely working as a disadvantage for the Mustangs here with 1:55 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, like I said, their last gasp with 1:55 left. 4th and 10 from the 22. Looks like there's a little confusion out there for Mifflin. Reeser now. Down the sidelines, he had him open, but he missed him. Ball was intended for number 12, Wesley Grillo, and well, that's going to all but seal it there for Cocalico.
Yep, 1:50 left here in the 4th quarter. Ball security, ball security, ball security.
Yeah, they just need to hang on to it at this particular point. Dive into the line there for Cocalico. Down to 1:39 to go. Noah Palm coming over to the sidelines here now, getting the play.
Getting a little testy here as the 4th quarter winds down. Under a minute left to play here. Cocalico Eagles up on the board, 26-14 over Governor Mifflin Mustangs. And again, it's just think ball security, taking advantage of those opportunities, and great effort by both sides here tonight. Hard fought game. Cocalico keeping the ball on the ground. Enough for the 1st down. Going to move the chains here. Again, looks like here after 3 weeks of play, we're going to see the Cocalico Eagles going up to a record of 3 wins and no losses. And on the flip side, Governor Mifflin is going to start out the season 0-3. Of course, they'll head into Burke Section 1 play next week. Great show of sportsmanship here by both sides, congratulating each other out on the field for a hard-fought effort, and the realization starting to sink in here over on the home sideline as the final clicks go, and that's it. That's the ball game here from Cocalico High School in Denver, Pennsylvania. Beautiful night here in Lancaster County. Final score for tonight is 26-14. The Cocalico Eagles go 3-0 on the season by beating the Governor Mifflin Mustangs, who now fall to 0-3. ask you to please stick with us. My broadcast partner, Bruce Bradley, will be down on the field to do our game ball presentation. Again, thank you to the ball girl for the game balls for each of our players of the games all season long. And, again, thank you to all of our fans out there, fans of both of these high schools, fans that just love Pennsylvania high school football, for tuning in tonight. Again, we're always on BCTV cable. You can stream it live on bctv.org as well as through YouTube. All of our games are archived there under Plasta Inc. You can watch any of our games from this season. And again, it's just a great to get out to these games each Friday night, bring it to you, to the fans. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Of course, our title sponsor, Imperium, and for providing their support. Again, with all of their lines of services, the Children's Home of Reading and Supportive Concepts for Families. And thanks to Vern Sports and the great job that they do with our camera crew, and to Lewis and Plasta Inc. with our production. And again, thank you to all the fans who tune in, and please stick with us. Both teams have kind of gathered here at midfield, and shortly we will have our player of the game presentation and our game ball awarded. Again, our game balls and one of our sponsors provided by the Ball Girl. And okay, while we're waiting for the teams to break and Bruce to get our player of the game, run a few commercials, please stick with us, and we'll bring back the player of the game presentation.
Attention parents and coaches. Do you wish you had a safe social media platform for your youth athletes? Fortunately for you, there's a revolutionary new app that helps with just that. Introducing Small Player, Big Play. Small Player, Big Play app provides young athletes, parents, and coaches a user-friendly sports social media platform. The app allows users to connect with friends, make new friends, create groups, text, chat, and post pictures and videos of you and your teammates participating in your favorite sport or activity. To begin, users can simply download and sign up for the app using an email account. Younger users have the ability to sign up using their smartphone and a parent's email address. From there, users can begin to interact and engage with other users of the app. Small Player Big Play app also gives users the ability to live stream full games and events. You can live stream your event so that friends, family, or anyone in the world can see you in action. Users can also share posts from the app to their other social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and share your love of sports with the world. Download the Small Player Big Play app today.
Okay, we're back live here at Cocalico High School in Denver, Pennsylvania, waiting for the Cocalico Eagles to break, and Bruce will be bringing us the player of the game presentation momentarily, but gave you some of my insights to the game. Going to bring Jim in now, talk a little bit about some of the things he saw and the stats as well from tonight's big win for the Cocalico Eagles.
Yeah, Jim? Big win, especially in the 5A bracket. Cocalico going to 3-0, Mifflin falling to 0-3. Stats are even. Time of possession, not that far apart in Mifflin's favor, believe it or not. So they held the ball a little bit longer. Cocalico outgained Mifflin by about 40 yards on total yards. Total plays, 1. Cocalico had 1 more offensive play than Mifflin did. A lot of great defense tonight. A lot of running. There weren't many passes, but you saw when the teams did have to pass, Cocalico was a little bit more efficient. Noah Palm with 2 nice passes for touchdowns. And then the kickoff return, I think, was the backbreaker for Mifflin. They fought back. They tied the game. And then they squib kick, and it goes 76 yards the other way for the score.
No, absolutely. And, that's a big play. Big play on special teams. Again, all 3 phases of the game. Maybe you could say that was kind of the thing that tipped it in Cocalico's favor. Again, you said it with the time of possession and the yards. I mean, when we were here broadcasting the game live, just great defensive efforts by both sides. Neither team giving up big plays, that really crushed things. So special teams definitely a difference maker there. And looks like we're getting close to our player of the presentation game. So I think we're just about ready. That we'll be taking it down to the field, down to Bruce for our player of the game presentation.
That young man had a great game.
He did.
I think he had possession of the ball 50 of their 54 plays, something like that.
So it's a little foreshadowing here on guess who our player of the game is. Cocalico band out, doing the alma mater.
All right, we're good to go.
Yes, sure.
We got to get a picture.
All right, Bruce Badgley here, player of the game, the ball girl, player of the game ball goes to Noah Palm, Cocalico. Great game out there tonight, really hard-hitting game. How did you and your teammates, persevere? Because it was really a hard-hitting affair out there.
Mifflin's just a great team. I mean, the record doesn't show it, but they are a strong team, and they can keep working. They can be great. I mean, our team, we had to come together, pull it together, and become that one unit. I mean, we had a bunch of mistakes, but I mean, I just can't thank enough for my team.
Well, good. Congratulations. We wish you all the luck in the world down the stretch, okay? Back to you guys.
Noah Palm from Cocalico High School, our player of the game. Again, getting that game ball, sponsored by the Ball Girl. Jim, can you tell us a little bit about Noah's performance tonight?
Well, as a quarterback, he completed 4 of 9 balls for 80 yards. And then running the ball, he ran 21 times for 80 more yards. So he accounted for over 160 all-purpose yards out of Cocalico's total 229. So he did have a heck of a game. He also plays defense, too, as we saw.
Yeah, and did a nice job. And, again, I know coming in, he's the number 2 tackler on the team, making a lot of big plays on defense. And, again, the yards, but I think, when you look at it and you look at the scoring, so he accounted for 2 of the touchdowns through the air throwing and also had 1 rushing. So, involved in 3 of the touchdowns for Cocalico tonight. Again, he had a big monster junior year last year, a lot of accolades for that, and has not lost a step and's really come up big so far in his senior campaign, not only with the yards and the touchdowns, but the senior leadership that he's helping to provide as one of the captains. Again, big nights. It's kind of the Palm the Zom show there with the passing game. Brock Gingrich, on the offensive defensive line, played huge for Cocalico. But you can see, it's a great team effort. They're well coached. Again, Coach Gingrich's been around a long time, and just the job that this team has done. They're 3-0, and of course, Mifflin going into Burke Section 1 play next week, starting out here 0-3. And a lot of great football left to come this season. And, we've had 3 great games so far. Looking forward to bringing you the rest of our schedule. And we thank all of you for joining us tonight. So for Jim, my broadcast partner, Bruce, our crew, again, Vern Sports, Lewis Plasta Inc., and everyone that helps put this on with our sponsors. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And again, for BCTV Friday Night Football, this is Kerry Moyer. And have a great night, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.